Modern institutions don't collapse because they lack information. They collapse because they lack incentives to investigate the harms that matter most to the public. The argument is explicit. Institutions study what aligns with their incentives and neglect what does not. This selective attention creates a vacuum, and in that vacuum, conspiracy thinking thrives. The essay opens with a structural claim. Institutions don't avoid harm because they're hiding something. They avoid harm because studying it is inconvenient, unprofitable, or destabilizing. This produces what the essay calls a vacuum of inquiry, a space where unexamined harms accumulate. People sense the gap. They see patterns institutions refuse to study, and in that silence, alternative explanations take root. The essay maps how incentives shape the boundaries of knowledge. Science studies what is fundable. Slow or politically sensitive harms rarely qualify. Regulators prioritize stability over transparency. Corporations avoid research that creates liability. Governments avoid long-term harms that outlast election cycles. Academia fragments slow harm across disciplines, leaving no one responsible. The analysis shows that the absence of research is not evidence of safety, it is evidence of misaligned incentives. No conspiracy is required. Institutions rarely admit that studying certain harms is inconvenient. Instead, they call them methodologically difficult or not yet scientifically validated. The essay is blunt. Hard to measure is not a scientific category. It is an institutional strategy. People notice patterns, rising illness, environmental shifts, algorithmic changes, long before institutions do. The gap between lived experience and institutional silence becomes fertile ground for mistrust. When institutions don't study what matters, they create an epistemic vacuum. The essay describes this as the absence of institutional attention, institutional language, and institutional legitimacy. In this vacuum, silence feels like secrecy. Fragmentation feels like contradiction. Deferral feels like avoidance. People fill the void with their own explanations because institutions refuse to. The essay argues that conspiracy theories feel plausible for 5 reasons. 1. They attribute agency where institutions offer complexity. 2. They provide emotional clarity where institutions provide ambiguity. 3. They validate lived experience when institutions do not. 4. They unify fragmented explanations. 5. They thrive where trust has already eroded. The text identifies the mechanism clearly. Conspiracy theories are not the cause of mistrust, they are the consequence of institutional omission. The essay introduces a powerful concept: institutional anesthesia. Institutions maintain stability not by hiding information, but by dulling public awareness through technical language, procedural complexity, fragmented oversight, controlled ambiguity. The argument is explicit. The goal is not deception. The goal is stability. Removing anesthesia feels dangerous, not to the public, but to institutions. The essay concludes with a reframing. We don't fight conspiracy theories by debunking them. We fight them by explaining the structure that makes them feel necessary. Structure becomes a form of epistemic repair. When institutions avoid studying what matters, people fill the vacuum. The solution is not more messaging, it's more inquiry.